Hello everyone and welcome to Ulysses European University. Today, 24th of September, we are celebrating the European Researchers' Night, a Europe-wide public event which aims at bringing research and researchers closer to public and to showcase the impact of their work on people's daily life. For this occasion, we are interviewing a number of scientists and researchers from the 6 partner universities of Ulysses. It's a great pleasure to introduce you Adel Ben Youssef, who is the Doctor of Economics and Professor of Economics, Digital Economics and Environment. And he's a lecturer at the Université Côte d'Azur and a member of the CNRS Research Laboratory. He teaches at the Higher Institute of Economics and Management and has published over 80 academic papers in different academic journals. Dr. Adel Ben Youssef is an international expert in climate change, environment and the circular economy for many international institutions. His areas of expertise include climate policies, industry 4.0, energy transition and climate finance. Thank you very much for joining us, Adel, and welcome to our series of interviews for the European Researchers' Night.
Thank you very much and welcome.
Thank you. So why did you choose to work in science?
Mainly because I'm curious. Curiosity leads to science. When you are curious, you pose so many questions when you are wrong, and you expect someone to provide you with answer. So some of the answer convince you, and the others do not. You have some depths, and that's why I start by posing some hypotheses, trying to make this experience and to provide answer. And this curiosity leads me to my field, which is science. And we try to provide youngs and people and the society with some answer to their problems and concerns.
Great. So could you explain to everyone what's your area of expertise?
Let me say that I have two main areas of expertise: digitalization and the green transition. Digitalization, because I think that everyone is seeing that our world is transforming. There are so many new technology arriving, and these technology are changing our way of living, our way of educating people, our way of working, etc. So one of the questions that we pose is what are the impacts of this technology on the behavior of people, especially in the field of education and the field of work, the labor market. And our angle here is to understand the change in the scope of the skills. What we call the e-skills are becoming core skills now in the work and in the education. And we are trying to provide some evidence about this change with my PhD student. The second topic is the green transition. As economists, we understand that there is two components of this big challenge. One is science. From the science, let me say that this is the core science, innovation, invention, etc. And the other one is from the behavioral perspective. People need to change. And I have tried to address this question since 25 years, how the adoption of the eco labels in the consumption in the markets can change the consumption behavior, for example. And nowadays we are seeing that with the COVID-19, people have changed their way of living and their way of behaving with this new kind of consumption, etc. So I'm trying to address these two different fields and also to link them in a way that how this technology can help combating climate change, for example.
Great. So how does this research field contribute to a more sustainable, these two research fields contribute to a more sustainable Europe?
In my field of expertise as economists, we are advisor of the prince in a way. That means that we need to better assess the economic and environmental policies because we need to act and to make policies. But we need to make this based on data-driven decision making we need to do. So as economics and researchers in social science, we are benefiting from the availability of this data nowadays. And we are making more assumption, and we try to see what are the best policy in order to induce the change, this behavioral change. So this is a big question for Europe, especially for the energy saving, for energy efficiency, or for the other in other topics. So we are better assessing the policies, evaluating these policies, and providing new option of policies.
Great. So could you tell us one exciting project that you're working on?
Yeah, one of the exciting projects is quantifying the rebound effect in France and more largely in Europe. What is the rebound effect? As so many countries are trying to improve energy efficiency. That means that we need to do the same activity with using less energy. But while all the European countries has invested hugely in energy efficiency, the results are not here. The results are far from the expectation. And this is due of a component of the change of the behavioral change. So people are not changing their behavior. And the problem of the quantification of this rebound effect is that the rebound effect means that when you have, for example, devices saving energy, people are making consumption more of this energy because they said it's saving energy. And the overall effect is negative. So the problem is about quantification. There are so many methods of quantification, we have no evidence. We have tried to make a new quantification methodology, and we assess this in the context of France. And we quantify it for different category of peoples. And we provide really that all the categories of people are not behaving in the same as regard the rebound effect. And with this, we have several policy implications that we have assessed, and we also communicate to the authorities in France.
Great. So you've mentioned earlier about the importance of behavioral change. Could you tell people one thing that they can do to contribute to a more sustainable Europe?
Yeah, of course. As I previously mentioned, a more sustainable Europe needs a strong change in the behavior of people vis-à-vis the consumption of products and lifestyle. That means that we need less products, but we need more quality of the product, to consume more in quality. This is a qualitative change. And they can do this with by saving water, saving energy, saving the resources, and consuming the products that they are more friendly, eco-friendly. And we have instruments now in the market showing what are the products that are eco-friendly. So if they want to consume eco-friendly, there are eco-labels, they can consume eco-labeled products.
That's great. That's a really great tip.
Yeah, and this can make more sustainable Europe and better quality of life.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Adele, for taking part in this initiative. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Je t'avais dit mon cœur que je t'aimais. Tu me le dis plus, mon âme est tuée. Je sais plus quoi faire, plus quoi dire, moi je suis paumé. Quand on me demande comment tu vas, je me sens mauvais. Je suis perdu quand je vois nos photos. J'ai dû les supprimer direct quand je suis parti sans dire un mot. À part je t'envoie un SMS pour te rendre tes affaires. J'aurais pas dû dire ça, non moi j'aurais dû me taire. Parce que retarder le truc c'est comme se donner la mort un autre jour. On se dit qu'on est mieux pour l'instant et c'est vrai que c'est puissant, jusqu'à devoir le faire, et là c'est un peu plus compliqué. On essaie de pas y penser mais souvent dur de pas en faire le tour. J'y pense tous les jours. Y'avait ta photo dans mon portefeuille, elle était belle, on était beaux tous les deux. Sur le canapé de coco, on était amoureux, loin de cette peur de la distance, loin de ce choix qui m'a tout enlevé. Mais t'es parti plus loin que je pensais. Je savais que ma décision allait être contestée, mais je pensais pas aller à l'abattoir à cause de ça. Une distance physique c'est moins dur qu'une distance mentale. Quand tu ressens la personne morte au fond de toi-même, et son odeur, sa peau et ses lèvres, elles ne s'abîment pas. Quand tu sens le parfum d'une autre, tu crois même que c'est elle. Quand t'en entends parler une autre à côté de toi, tu penses qu'à elle. Quand tu tombes dans les pommes bourrées, y'a que elle dans tes rêves. Quand la seule personne qui t'aimait vraiment part en coupant les mots de tes lèvres. Quand un an et des mois sont coupés en 2 jours. Quand j'ai été une colombe et en 2 jours je suis qu'un putain de vautour. Plus l'habitude de draguer une autre personne que toi. Bien préparé, très spontané, tu m'as dit à haute voix des mots durs, un coup dur, une morsure dans mon cœur. T'es le rapace, je suis la proie, car dans l'histoire c'est toi la vainqueur. Ne fais pas croire aux autres qu'entre nous deux c'est moi le menteur. Y'a pas de menteur, pas d'âme nette, plus d'âme noire, plus d'âme sœur. Tous les deux fautifs, on essaie de se prouver qu'il y a pas de malheur. En nous y'a que ça. Enfin j'espère que c'est le cas aussi pour toi. Moi ça fait des jours et des jours que je pense qu'à toi. Même quand je dors je me réveille en sursaut, espérant te trouver devant moi. C'est dur, je l'admets, je l'avoue et je le sais. C'est dur, je l'admets, je l'avoue et je le sais. Le collier je l'ai enlevé, je te l'ai donné et tu l'as pris. T'as pas pleuré, t'as pas râlé, tu l'as juste pris et je suis parti. Tu m'as regardé peut-être un peu, enfin je l'espère mais bon je sais pas. Le dos tourné, le poing serré, tout chamboulé. La tête qui tourne, les pieds tremblants, les dents qui grincent, mes yeux qui coulent. Voulant t'embrasser en me retournant et te regarder. Les yeux humides sur tes joues pâles, les larmes chaudes sur tes cheveux noirs. Sur le chemin du retour, je me demande déjà comment je vais faire pour vivre sans toi, pour être normal sans être dans ta tête. J'écris cette musique pour oublier que tous les jours je dois y penser. Le matin je me lève, t'es là, c'est sûrement un peu tard. C'est un adieu pour toujours, un adieu pour plus tard. Je t'ai même pas dit au revoir, mais c'est peut-être un peu trop tard.
UniGe Radio di nuovo in vostra compagnia. Stavolta sono in compagnia di Filippo Poppi.
Sì, che in realtà è tutto il giorno che sono qua, però
sì,
ero dietro al mixer a controllare, spero di averlo fatto abbastanza bene, i volumi delle varie voci, della musica che abbiamo ascoltato. A proposito, abbiamo ascoltato una canzone francese di Noè Segado dopo un intervento francese, perché l'intervento che c'è stato in precedenza era dell'Università di Nizza, Università della Costa Azzurra. Io ho detto Nizza così.
Sì, probabilmente la sede è a Nizza.
Magari sì. E oggi 24, stavamo dicendo prima di cosa parliamo.
Sì, ne stavamo parlando poco fa. In effetti oggi 24 settembre, stamattina si è svolta qui a Genova, ora non so anche nelle altre città d'Italia.
In tutte le città d'Italia e del mondo, d'Europa sicuro, perché è proprio un evento che va oltre i confini dell'Italia.
Che è il Friday for Future.
Esatto, perché in questi giorni, adesso forse non proprio oggi, ma insomma in questi giorni era, se ricordo bene, l'anniversario di 2 anni dal primo sciopero di Greta Thunberg. Ma su questo discorso qua dell'ambientalismo volevo porti una domanda, caro Andrea.
Ecco, ora sono in ansia.
È una cosa che ho scoperto oggi. Tu lo sai quanto consuma, proprio a livello energetico, inviare una mail con un allegato?
A livello energetico quanto
proprio
consuma una mail con un allegato?
Con un allegato, quindi sui 20 megabyte, visto che al massimo 25, quindi sì, dai, facciamo un 20, 15, 20.
Non lo so, no.
Allora, devi sapere che adesso neanche io me lo ricordo bene, però ho letto stamattina, quando appena mi sono svegliato, la prima cosa che ho letto è stata che le mail consumano un casino, ma veramente tanto, e mandare una mail con un allegato equivale a fare tipo 10 km in macchina, una roba del genere.
Quindi basta le mail, ritorniamo alle vecchie lettere scritte a mano,
no,
penna e calamaio.
Mi sono sbagliato perché erano due gli esempi, ma quella della mail con l'allegato in realtà equivaleva a